Whether or not Elon Musk is a genius, a madman, or an alien, the whole world is closely following the developments of his projects. Today, we will talk about the entrepreneur's most secret and perhaps most important project, the company Neuralink, which is developing a neural lace for the brain, which could make us smarter than Elon himself. Give this video a like and let's go! If we express the essence of technology being developed at Neuralink, it can be described as a means to accelerate the transfer of information between the human brain and digital devices by thousands of times. Although Musk himself prefers to describe it as a neural lace from Ian Banks' fantasy novels, linking us to the totari, the digital layer of our brain. In the future, this technology will make it possible to walk paralyzed, hear deaf, and see blind, as well as allowing you to download your consciousness into a computer and create your own digital copy. At least, according to Musk, that's what the entrepreneur is saying. But let's break all this down. The technologies that link the human brain and the computer have existed for decades. There are one-way and two-way systems, and they are divided according to the way the brain signals are read. There are external systems, non-invasive, that read brain activity without disturbing the integrity of the cranium. The information that is received in this way is extremely general. It's like keeping track of a soccer game by the cries of fans in the stadium. And then, there are invasive systems that read information with brain implants. Before the Neuralink device, they were cumbersome, dramatic, required supervision by trained personnel, and required constant connection to an external power source. Critics of Neuralink have often focused on 2 points. Firstly, that Elon Musk's company has not created anything new, but only combined the best of existing technologies. But this can be said about any of his projects, except for the fact that, with his products, he receives amazing results, unlike that of his critics. The second criticism is that Elon's plans are not destined to materialize simply because today's scientists are unable to understand how the brain works, and therefore, he will not be able to influence it. And this portion is worth sorting out which part of that criticism is fair and which is not. Currently, the Neuralink team, consisting of experts in various fields from neurobiology and biochemistry to robotics and applied mathematics, is developing 2 devices. The first is the device itself, called Link, which includes a battery, a processor chip, and a Bluetooth radio module. A network of flexible wires, each about 20 times thinner than that of a human hair, is coming off the 23mm diameter body. This is a unique development, since previously, the electrodes were always rigid and could cause harm to the patient's brain. The strands of the device are equipped with 1024 electrodes capable of monitoring brain activity and, in theory, electrically stimulating the brain. Data from these are transmitted through a chip to a computer over a wireless network. Right now, data reading, conversation, and comprehension are done on the device, but if channel bandwidth is expanded in the future, these processes could be brought to the smartphone. The device also has a gyroscope, temperature sensor, and pressure sensors. The implant can be left in the brain, removed, or reinserted without any visible side effects. To achieve this result, the Neuralink team had to solve a number of problems. For example, to create a thin filament of thin films and polymers compatible with brain tissue and not be subject to corrosion. Also, to develop innovative methods of assembling and sealing each component of the device to make the chip made of biocompatible materials completely leak-proof, reducing its size and ensuring long-term, trouble-free operation. Musk claims that the speed of reading and writing to and from the chip will not be comparable to latency on PCs. Currently, the latency on prototypes is less than 1 nanosecond. At the same time, the chip supports an API for application development. Developers say that installing the device will be expensive at first, but the price will quickly come down to a few $1,000s, including the surgery. The second device is an implantation robot. The 2-meter-long robot stabilizes the patient's head during surgery. It's equipped with a built-in camera and sensors that automatically adjust the position of the needle as the brain moves during the surgery along with the patient's breathing pattern. A rigid needle literally stitches the flexible electrode and strands it to the brain. In doing so, the machine evaluates the blood vessels in the cerebral cortex and installs the threads without damaging them. Elon Musk claims that with the help of the machine, implantation of the Neuralink chip will be so simple and fast that it will require neither general anesthesia nor serious rehab after surgery. How does the chip work? Our brain sends information to different parts of your body using neurons. The neurons form a large network and communicate using chemical signals called neurotransmitters. The reactions generate an electric field and can be recorded by placing electrodes nearby. Thus, the electrodes are able to recognize signals in the brain and convert them into an algorithm that the machine understands. Going to the next level of technology, the Neuralink device will be able to read what you are thinking and enable communication with machines without even opening your mouth. So no more need to say, "Okay, Google." As for criticisms of the project in terms of impossibility of understanding how our brains work, it's much simpler if I may say so. A number of scientists have already commented that, just as Elon Musk suggests, it's possible to read and transmit signals to the brain without understanding the intricacies of its work. This is provided by numerous experiments with the brain-computer interface, in which paralyzed people control a cursor on a PC, screen, or a robotic hand that feeds them. As for demonstrations, specifically of Neuralink, the company already showed last year reading a pig's brain signals in real time, as well as predicting the positions of its legs on a treadmill. This year, Elon Musk announced a video of a monkey playing a computer game with the power of thought using a link chip embedded in its brain. It's not a super achievement, but it's proof that the company's working concept is real, as well as the relative safety of its devices. Relative, because not much time has passed since the experiments began. A chip that's installed for life has yet to prove any series of longevity. Neuralink is working hard to ensure that the implants are safe and is in close contact with the FDA, or Food and Drug Administration. If all goes well, we will be able to conduct the first human trials at the end of this year, said Elon Musk. Yes, Elon Musk's chips won't make us smarter than artificial intelligence just yet, but they might help people with serious neurological diseases such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Potentially, Neuralink technology will allow people to control robotic prosthesis with their minds. But at first, we are only talking about the ability to control computers and smartphones, and a special application is being created to teach people how to use the device. By gathering the best of today's technology, overcoming a number of barriers, and creating a compact wireless device with the largest number of electrodes that can be connected, Neuralink has made a breakthrough in its field. And Elon Musk's inexplicable star power has brought the problem to the attention of a huge number of scientists and developers. Whether all of this will eventually lead to a breakthrough and maybe to the fusion of our brains with artificial intelligence, or at least the internet, time will tell. What do you think will come of the Neuralink brain chip? Subscribe to the Pro Robot channel, like this video, and don't miss any new episodes from the world of high technology.